Hi, this is Laura with Ribbon and Bows Oh My, and today we are making a 2 1/4 layered boutique bow. We will be using 2 1/4 inch shocking and 1 1/2 inch Christmas chevron. To begin, cut 4 16-inch lengths of ribbon, 2 of each color, making sure that they are the same length. Stack your 1 1/2 inch on top of your 2 1/4, making sure that they are centered both horizontally and vertically. We glued these layers down with a small thin dot of glue on either end, but if you want to be extra secure, you can carefully place a third dot of glue just off the center to keep the middle length of your layers stacked while folding. Do this to both sets of your ribbon. Bringing your ends together to create a crease at the bottom, make this crease visible by pinching it to make a line. This is going to be the center mark of both lengths of your ribbon. So do this to both sets of ribbon that you just made. Making sure that you're looking at the back, not front of your ribbon, stack center mark to center mark, overlapping the top length of your ribbon by 90 degrees. Place a small thin dot of glue between your layers to keep this move in place. Taking your ends, perfectly overlap them and place a small thin dot of glue to hold them in place. Repeat this step with a second set of loops, alternating which ribbon goes on top. Once each set of ears is created, overlap these by less than an inch, and again, place a small dot of glue to keep these moves together. So now it's time to crease our center and place our zip tie. Looking at your vertical and horizontal center of your bow, create a valley by pushing the center away from you. Create another peak and valley on either side so that your final bow has top and bottom edges that fold towards the front of the bow. Pinching tight, place your zip tie on the back of the bow. We find it easiest if the mouth of the zip tie is resting just above the center. Feed your zip tie through and carefully cinch while still pinching your knot. Pull the zip tie tight enough to loosely hug the creases, but do not tighten all the way. The trick with this last step is to stop and look at your bow and make sure your zip tie is hugging the exact center. Because we often pinch our bow in the exact center, our zip tie will sometimes hug the bow a little too far to the right. So be careful and scoot your zip tie closer to the center. When you're happy with the symmetry of your bow, insert your covered alligator clip, headband, or barrette between the zip tie and the back of the bow. Make sure you're liking the look of your bow before you cinch your zip tie tight. When you're satisfied, cinch your zip tie really tight and push the top of the zip tie that pokes out as far around to the back of the bow as you can. Now it's time to wrap your center. Place a small dot of glue on the inside of your open alligator clip and place your 3/8 ribbon on top of that. Once the glue has set, go ahead and wrap your center and glue back down right where you started. Trim the excess and you're all done. You can find all the Grosgrain, polka, seasonal prints, glitter, tulle, velvet, and satin, and so much more bow making hardware and tutorials and cheer supplies at ribbonandbowsomai.com. Thank you guys so much for watching.